gotta wait for it to go. Hi everybody, this video is for my Algebra 2 students. We're doing lesson 64 on page 262. Because of the way the lesson is set up, I'm going to do it in two parts. As you can see right there, it says part 1. So this is just going to be 64A. I'll do another video for B, obviously, and I won't add anything to that numbers 1 through 15. So let's get right into the video, into the lesson. First of all, they begin with a little bit of reminder. It's review. They show how they add these, how they clean up this complex fraction. Before the first example, that's all stuff that you should be familiar with. Getting common denominators in the numerator, multiplying by the reciprocal to get rid of stuff. If you don't remember, look at that or give me a call. And then right before the first example, it says the next example is just a little more involved, just a little bit. So we look at this example, and it says a plus 1 over b plus x. A lot going on here, and you can't just throw it all together without rearranging stuff. First thing we got to do is get a common denominator down in the denominator. We have fractions within fractions, and that's always trouble, okay? So this is already x over the number 1. So we have 1 over b plus x over 1. I need a common denominator. What's the least common multiple between 1 and b? Well, that's just b. So I'm going to multiply this by b over b. Nothing has happened to this number 1. Nothing has happened to this letter a. Nothing has happened to that 1 over b yet. So I'm going to rewrite it. That's just going to be a plus 1 over b plus xb over b. Now, I didn't really need to write all this yet. I just could have combined those right away, but I want to show you that. So this becomes a plus 1 over 1 plus xb all over that common denominator of b. I'm looking close at my computer, see if I can even read that. I hope you can read that. If you're looking at this on your phone, you're in trouble. So I've got a fraction within a fraction. I am not allowed to have that. That's where I have to go and multiply by the reciprocal. Now here's a little bit of a trick. Instead of multiplying the top by b over 1 plus xb and the bottom by b over 1 plus xb, if you can just multiply both top and bottom by whatever's lowest in your denominator. I'm going to multiply by b over b. Again, nothing happens to this letter a. But up here, I've got 1 times b, which is b. Down here, I've got 1 plus xb times the red b all over the blue b. This red b and that blue b cancel, and I've just got 1 plus xb. Technically, you could stop there. You have a whole plus a fraction, but they want you to get everything over one denominator. So we need to get this a over 1 to be over 1 plus xb. So that's my common denominator, 1 plus xb. I need to multiply by 1 plus xb on top and 1 plus xb on bottom. I'm going to put it in parentheses because it's going to be distributive property. Right now, I'm at the last step, or at least the next to last step. I've got a common denominator right now of 1 plus xb. We just have to clean up the numerator. So distributive property says that this a gets multiplied by 1. That's a. It also gets multiplied by the xb. That gives me axb. And then plus the b from the second fraction. There we have it. Now, I said this is your last step, or possibly your next to last step. In this case, it is our last step. The only reason it would be we might need another step is if any of these were able to be combined. If this were an A here and this were an A out here also, or a 2A or a 5A, then you could add them together. You know, A plus 5A, 6A, something to that effect. They are not like terms, so they cannot be combined. And we're done with that one. Okay? The book has ABX, I have AXB. So what? We go to the next one. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to clean up this denominator up here first. That's 1 over 1. I'm going to multiply it by x over x. So this will give me a over x. Nothing happened to this one. Plus 4. Nothing has happened to the 4 yet. Then x plus b all over x. Now somebody may look at that and go, oh, denominator of x, we've got common denominators. Can't do that yet because this is still we have to clean this up. This is a fraction within a fraction, not allowed. I'm going to get rid of that by multiplying by whatever is lowest down here. I'm going to multiply by x over x. Nothing happens to the a over x to begin with, but up here, 4 times x, 4x. X plus b times x, but also divided by x. This x and that x cancel, and I've just got x plus b. A over x plus 4x over x plus b. All I have to do is add b to both denominators, right? But I can't do that. I can't just go plus b plus b. It'd be nice if you could and make it real easy, but that's not acceptable. Get rid of that. This x plus b is its own quantity. My lowest common denominator is going to be x times x plus b. So what does this a over x need? It needs that x plus b quantity. X plus b. What does this need to have the lowest common denominator? It needs times x, and you do it on top and bottom. We'll go ahead and do all this together. Distributive property on top. What is a times x? That is ax. What is a times b? ab. Plus 4x times x, 4x squared. Over my common denominator, you can do it as x times x plus b. They're probably going to do x squared plus xb. Either one of those is acceptable. Probably best that you multiply it out. Let's go ahead and change that. X squared plus xb. That's all for this video. We'll get the second half in the second video. Look for it soon.